CPS workers of Reddit, what was the worst case you have seen? It was one of the first cases I investigated, but it involved a child death. There was actually another worker assigned to take the priority 1 cases that day, but she was stuck out in the boonies working another emergency when we got the call. A 2-year-old child had been brought to the emergency room by her mother. The child was cold and blue and she had a living sister, age 3. I had just been cleared to take P1S and my unit supervisor sent me to start working the case. She also called the region to send us a special investigator, a CPS investigator with police or military experience. They have special privileges in their work. By the time we got the report, police were already questioning the mother. It was my first time to witness a police interrogation. The mother refused to speak English during the interview and she had her friend translate for us. For some reason there wasn't a Spanish to English translator brought for the interrogation. Anyway, the mom claimed the child had been jumping on the bed with her sister when she fell off the bed and hit her head on the floor. She was vomiting later in the evening and when the mom checked in on her the next day, the child was dead. Super sketchy as preliminary reports showed no head injuries. We went to the house to investigate the scene with the police and the mom and everything had been stripped bare, all the furniture and family possessions gone. It smelled strongly of bleach. It was the first time I had a close look of the mom and she had bruising on her neck, a huge and fresh bruise under her chin, and her eye was swollen. She claimed she slipped and hit her chin on the kitchen counter. Anyway, in the following days, we learned the truth. A year prior CPS investigated the family when it came out that mom's boyfriend was abusing the children, pulling their hair out, slapping them, etc. The department required the mom to end her relationship with the boyfriend, which she did, and provided therapeutic services for the family. But a few months after CPS left, the boyfriend came back to the home. The night of the 2-year-old's death, she messed her pants while the boyfriend was watching a sports game. He got angry and kicked her in the stomach. But he kicked her in the stomach so hard, it almost lacerated her liver in 2. The mom was correct in that the child had been vomiting and sick the night before her death. This child spent her last hours on earth suffering a painful death. The mom had waited so long to take the little girl to the hospital because she wanted to give the boyfriend lead time to escape. He ended up going to Mexico, where he was later found, brought back and charged for his crime. Both he and the mom are now in prison. The little girl's big sister was reunited with their bio father, who had been spending the past few years trying to find the girls. He was inconsolable with the news. It was, by far, the worst case I have ever worked. Child death cases always are. As an employee with CPS, your job is to protect children and when you work a case with a dead child, you feel so useless, so helpless.